Great start to this game. Tone and Woolley with Tone up the frame as we play in the third. Well, he got out there and just never came back for him.
The 1-2-4 on this side, the left lane is the one people have been struggling on. They try to make the adjustment. The speed is so critical on it that they either go behind it or cross on over. Allen, just a remarkable bowler. Skyway lanes in Hamilton, Bowlerama in Stony Creek.
Comes through with a spare in the third. Bob Woolley has a chance now out of Sault Ste. Marie to pick up the 2 frames.
He's got quite an accomplishment. He needs a strike here to win 2 frames, so let's watch as he concentrates and lines himself up. Bends down, gets in the same position all the time, follows through, whips the ball a little bit.
Wow, you see there was a case. You talk about wanting to get the pins spinning and helicopter. There was a great indication of what they can do when they get airborne.
That's what happens. The ball goes through you, lots of power, lots of drive behind it, desire, everything's there. And he the eyes tell the story, and we have 2 frames right there from Bob because of the spare with Allen. Good match.
Come back there again. You see that one? I guess it looked to me maybe the 6 pin got spinning around.
Well, the saying is low and slow and in the dough. Get these pins spinning like this and rotating around, like you say, the helicopter has. And watch this. There they are. They're all moving around. You throw them too fast, they go straight back.
It was actually the 3 that wrapped around the 6 to catch the 10. So now it's up to Tone to respond with a strike to force the carryover.
Neither one of these players are going to give an inch. They've bowled against each other many times.
Like this?
Beautiful.
Now we got a game going.
Allen has a real good accomplishment, one of the few people in the world that can make this comment. Because of his ability that you'll see demonstrated right now, this man has competed in 7 countries and won different events in 7 countries. That means he's really got the knowledge of how to adjust and bowl it. Competed in the World Cup in Egypt. He's just bowled all over the different places, Morocco, you name it. And he still has time in Ontario to help out people. He's had 40 games a week with a 222 average. Remarkable accomplishment.
This is the head pin there. Both these men, bowlers, are men of steel. Alan Tone working for DeFasco, Bob Woolley for Algoma.
Shaking his head a little bit. We got behind the head pin on that, leaves up to 1, 2, 4, 10. Trying to line himself up, making the adjustments. The way the lanes have been reacting, all the theories go out the window. You just have to really dig deep and use your past experience and learn how to make the shots.
So his first open, a 9 count in 5. And another opportunity for Bob Woolley now. A mark will give him 2 more frames. He's got a triple up there now.
Woolley is pretty smooth. I've watched him bowl for long years, many years, both of us. And it's nice to see how far he's advanced and still being competitive. Now he's got a bit of he snapped it a little bit too much there, leaves up to 2-7. If he can make this split, now watch this ball, he just snapped it right here. There's where the snap is. And as a result, it just not quite as fluid as it goes through there. Now he needs this, and he can wrap up a couple more frames here. Call it what you want.
There it is.
But it's a good shot.
To pick up 2 frames and $100. Bob Woolley is now up.
This is a neat shot. Now that's a real neat shot. Look at what happened. The ball went right in between them. picks up both pins. The front one as it goes by, and no question at all when he picked up the 7th pin. 95 is the score for Allen in the 5th. Woolley has 98 and the spur up in the 5th.
Talking to it. Come on. Not going to go for him.
Situation that leaves the door open a little bit for Allen. Just a bit of a crack. That particular shot, the 7th pin, remains standing, and we saw the pin slide over there but come to a stop.
Now there you go. Somebody of his experience missing that shot.
Well, I mean, it's
a tough one for the left-hander. We'll grant him that, but he shouldn't miss that, should he?
now, and he's talking to Tony. He's talking to himself, and he's got a little bit of a lead with the pin count, but you can't give somebody like Alan Tone an opportunity like that. On normal kinds of tournaments, this man will walk all over you. Look how smooth he is.
And so the strike will give Alan Tone the frame at $50.
This is a great shot. Great pressure shot coming through when he really needed it. Nice and smooth. The balance of the left arm out there. Everything in perspective. Fantastic. Now the strike is important because if he gets another strike up here, he can get within 1 point of Woolley's total score. Now this is the lane he struggled on just a little bit.
Not struggling there. So now is Bob Woolley, who's forced to regroup. Coming off an open frame at 6. Needing a strike to force a carryover.
Tone has narrowed the margin down to a possible 1 pin difference.
Spinning around, but it won't catch that 10. And so another frame and another $50 for Alan Tone. And it's leads cut to just a 1 frame, $50.
And the score, of course, all depends on what happens with Alan Tone on his next shot. Nicely done. Picked it up.
Bob Woolley's wife, Jeanette, has joined us from Sault Ste. Marie.
This is a good lining up positioning for him, and he's followed through. Now the pin on the back, 2 in a row. His 10 pin sits up and the 7 pin. Not what he wanted. Again, this is a little bit of the desire coming forward, a little bit fast, and you see the reaction down at the other end. 18 perfect games, just amazing.
At this time, no mistake as he gets the 7 pin. But a chance here for Alan Tone with a strike to tie the game. After falling behind by 3 frames, he can tie it here.
Now the interesting thing is he can also take the lead. Allen can bring it down with a double up here right now. He can get 125 in the 6, but the double will put him in ahead with the pin count. So this is quite the shot for him. Must ball situation. Right, 8 count. He did a pirouette out there, not because he was happy.
One of the few times we've seen a crossover for him.
There he is, comes right over the center there, and Brooklyn, there's just no way that he was going to carry that one. You can see him turn around, disappointed in himself because he lost pin count and also the opportunity. Now he needs a superior to carry it forward, and he's down in the pin count as well now. 143 potential to Woolley's 145.
So we'll carry over. And we'll play for $100 in the 9th. Janet is here from Beamsville, Ontario. We welcome her. Beamsville down the Niagara region of southern Ontario. $100 at stake here in the ninth. It's money that Alan Tone must win or force a carryover. The $100 would give Bob Woolley the win.
Now here's where I think you'll see the ability come forward. This man struggled on this lane. It's only been struggling like it's 4 frames that he's had on here. Let's see if he adjusts and look at the eyes. I mean, he is so very smart. He was going to drop it, lost a little bit of his concentration, and you have to be very strong to be able to do that, but that's a smart thing if you can. Stop yourself, get your mind back into it, and then go. He wants this ball to be in a good shot, good position for him. Checking everything out. Takes a breath right here. Watch his shoulders. Watch him come through and rip this thing apart.
What's he got here?
Not what he wants.
Leaves the 6.
That's the problem that they've been having, is they haven't been able to relax and get a little bit more. I mean, nobody expects the carry to be where you can get 240s, 260s, 250s. What they'd like to do is know that if they roll the ball and execute it properly, they're going to have a chance at it. Everybody's a little concerned with any of these spare shots. Just a little bit of radicness here, not because of the bowlers as much as the oiling conditions.
So Alan Tone picks up a spare here in 9, but it's Bob Woolley's chance to advance right now. He can pick up a strike. He'll go through, winning the 2 frames.
Woolley has competed in Beijing, China, and is going to compete in other places in the world. As a matter of fact,
got it. He does. Boy, it's just helicoptered over. Caught the 10 for the strike. The 2 frames. The $100 that goes with it. And Bob Woolley of Sault Ste. Marie will advance to face Corey Clayton in the quarterfinal.
now there's a scary look, but he's so determined at it, and he hollers, "Come on!" And that's exactly what happened. And as you said, the helicopter or the pins sends him sideways, and that's what you want to do.
The 8.
Woolley recently competed in Thailand, World Cup champion, second time around for him.
Well, as you say, they've both traveled the world. Bob, Beijing, Thailand. But Alan's note, his favorite bowling memory, he won the Swiss Open.
And that's a tough tournament.
Because it's all downhill. When you get up on the mountain, you just throw it down like that.
If you get the timing from the watches.
That's true.
Oh boy, we are really stretching. Woolley is stretching and reaching it out and blowing out the fins.
But you know, there's funny because you would think, I know that in Austria, for example, they do a lot of what they call kegling. Didn't know about the 10-pin bowling in Switzerland.
Well, they used to have a game 9-pin. It's a German game, and it was called kegling as well. It was in the shape of a diamond. King Arthur outlawed it and put in the because the archers were doing that, so they put in the 10th pin and they made it legal again. They're doing stuff like that in Vegas now. They're really switching things down there. Make everything legal. Look at the scoring here, 181, and he's going to lose. There's a potential one spare up here, and then a strike would give him a 201.
And they can split the frame. So a chance to split the final $50 for Alan Tone.
201 to 205 is the potential score here.
Alan, who was a runner-up back in the 95-96 season. Lost that year to Howard Kochi of Oakville.
Nicely done. That was a good match. At least we had something consistent there. Yep. 201 to 205. Great finish. And Bob Woolley will advance.
As they split the final frame, Bob Woolley from Sault Ste. Marie wins 325, advancing now to the quarters, where he'll meet Corey Clayton of Calgary here on the Pins Game.